Yo, what's up, guys? Today, I will be going over another trade recap for the trade that we took today. And like I said, we do not only post the wins. Alright? So let's get straight into it. So, going into the day, looking at we'll start from like the higher time frames and then we'll go to the lower ones. So, the higher time frames, we took out all-time highs pre-market. We're all the way up here. You know, we're sitting at all-time highs. So, there's not much liquidity to take higher up, but there could be a bunch of liquidity to take to the downside. So let's go ahead and see. Let's zoom out to the 4-hour time frame. All right, right here. And as we see, we have the 4-hour didn't tell us much, but the 1 hour did. We have we have a bunch of these low resistance liquidity down here. These 1 hour lows, 15-minute low, 1 hour low. We have this 1 hour fair value gap, this 1 hour fair value gap. Same for NQ and yes. And yeah, and if we come up here and see this here, the session, the alternate session liquidity, we see that. Bro, why does it keep doing that? All right, we see that price swept out Asian high, and then it left Asian low, and then it left Asian low, and London low, on Nasdaq NDS. So, let's see what happens moving into the open here. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm on the 1 minute time frame. We also have this bearish SMT. This is a data high rate. Actually, no, it's not actually, but this is like a high that we didn't take out. That we took out on NQ and we didn't on ES. So we have this bearish SMT setting up at market open. Alright. Right here, price comes up, creates another bearish SMT. Because NQ goes higher up again. And then what I'm wanting to see is either for price to possibly tap into any of these like 1 hour gaps, sweep out this liquidity and continue higher, or it would just run through like this 15-minute CASD and this 15-minute fair value gap and then distribute lower. And that is what happened today, just so you guys know. So on the 1 minute, obviously we see initially very bearish price action. Same with ES. ES is obviously going to be lower down in the range. Alright, we keep playing it out, very bearish. Keep playing it out. Here, yes, doesn't come up and fill that 1 minute gap, but right here, yes, runs through this 15-minute gap, right? And the 15-minute candle closes below this. So that is good to know. Now at this point, I could be bullish because we did tap into this gap. We could go higher up, but like I'm looking for longs because if we go on the 1 minute, we see that we invalidated this CISD on the 15-minute closed below, which is really strong bullish for me, even if we're tapping into this gap. So all I'm waiting for simply to happen is a retrace, which we get into this 1 minute fair value gap and this 5-minute fair value gap. We get a retrace, and then we break up structure down to the downside, and then I enter. Similar scenario on NQ. We retrace, fill this equilibrium. We sweep out this this like internal liquidity here, and then we break structure to the downside. So I get in right there and stops up there, and then I had my first TP on this 15-minute low and my second TP at Asian lows. It was a pretty good setup, and then if we see it play out, go a lot in profit, and then get waked out, and then by a little bit as well, because then price just floods lower. So what did I do wrong was that I should have taken on ES, because the same setup on ES right here, shorts here, stops above this high or even the 5-minute gap would have played out very well. I should have just saw that ES was more bearish going into the day, and I should have taken it on that one. Also, if we look at NQ here, like for example, the 15-minute, like the first candle that I took the 15-minute on, it didn't close below. Like we were getting this massive 15-minute wick, so like price was kind of due to like come up higher, maybe fill this 15-minute gap and then push lower. Should have seen that, and I was seeing that. I just didn't think it was gonna do much, but it ended up doing like a lot. and stopping me out. So yeah, that was where I went wrong. Overall though, pretty good setup, correct bias. If we see where price is at right now, yeah, it's consolidating, but I mean, it did go much lower, and I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, next time, just gotta take it on the different pair, and then, but yeah, overall good setup, and pretty correct bias as well. See you guys in the next one. Peace.